Once you have put an edge on your chisel with the whetstone at the front of the class, we're going to move more along the middle of the class. There's a dedicated sharpening machine here, right here, that we use for sharpening or for honing and refining the edge of the blade we've just done. What we're going to use is this black wheel here that has leather on it. Now, what leather does is it will polish that edge to make it a very sharp, clean edge. To do that, we have to match the angle of the back and the bevel to our wheel. So if you look closely right here, maybe you can see it, there's a bit of a gap in between the top of the blade and the wheel. If I bring the chisel down a little bit until that little black spot between the blade and the wheel disappears, I know I have the right angle. Alright, let's get this lined up again. So I'm starting higher than I need to be and looking here to see this little black line, the gap that's there. And as I bring this down, and the moment that black spot disappears, I know I'm at the right angle. If I go too far, I'm going to make my blade dull again because I'm not following the same angle that's on the chisel. Start high, lower it down until that black line disappears. Then with your middle your index finger, put it up against this bar and grab a hold of that chisel so that stays at that spot. The switch to turn this thing on is back here. You switch it on, and now I'm going to be, with my other hand, pressing down right here. And as I press down, it's going to begin to polish the back of that blade. Now let's take a look. So if you see clearly, it's almost like a mirror finish here now on the back. And that's the first step, doing the back. Now we're going to follow the same sequence to do the bevel. So we're going to put this on to the blade, or the wheel, fairly high. And then, let's see, can you see the black line there in between the chisel and the wheel? Now I'm going to bring the chisel down until that black line just disappears, and then I know that that's my angle. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, same thing, index finger on the bar, lock it in with my thumb, turn it on, and press down here with my other fingers, holding that angle. And what that's doing now is it's polishing that surface and giving us a nice firm, or a nice angle. Now, there's sometimes a little bit of black gunk on there. You have to wipe that off carefully with a rag or something. Now you'll look and you should see that it's almost like a mirror finish on the end. And now it will cut paper really well, and it should easily catch into your fingernail. Very careful when you're doing that. But it should cut through paper really well. That's how you hone. That's the next step of sharpening your blade. Now it's ready to go, and this will be as sharp as you can probably get it sharper with some other equipment, but for in the class, for everything we're doing, this is really, really quite sharp. It's almost razor sharp. You can probably shave with it. All right, so this is the next step to getting your blades perfectly sharp.